What differences do you see in LA when they're at StubHub, or, well, more to the point, when they're away from StubHub?
LA's always a good team, whether they're at home or whether they're away. I know the results haven't gone for them necessarily as much when they're away, per se. But we've got to play well. It's all about us. We're worried a little bit less about LA. We're worried more about us.
Do you notice any, or are there any, we sort of asked you the same thing about teams that tie a lot, but are there any commonalities among teams that are much stronger at home than away?
Not really. I think good teams usually have good road records too. I think LA historically has had a decent road record. The last 2 years has maybe not been as fortunate for them. But again, in the playoffs, you throw all that out the window. It doesn't matter.
Didn't look like Ozzie was out there today. Was he out here?
No, we kept him inside. We wanted him to do some work inside, and so we'll make a decision tomorrow.
Is he still potentially available though?
Yes.
And Valdez, was he able to go on Sunday, and was it a coach's choice just to keep him out? Could he have played if you guys needed him?
He could have played, but once we were up 3-0, we told him, we weren't going to put him in. So, but he's available again for the game tomorrow.
Are you looking forward to getting LA so early in the playoffs?
We're just happy to be in the playoffs, and we play who we're going to play. So, we just want our fans to come out and support us. I know it's short notice, for them to come out, but we're confident our fans will muster it up and they'll get out there, rain or shine.
How much of an advantage of it is it to be home and not have to travel like LA has over the last few days?
Well, it definitely helps. Obviously they're chartering, so their travel is as comfortable as it can be. But you still got to travel, and so we want to, being able to avoid that is a plus for us.
From your
team you saw 3 weeks ago significantly different from the team you saw earlier in the season?
Obviously earlier in the season it was pre-Gerard and pre-Dos Santos, and that changes a little bit their dynamics and their patterns a little bit, and obviously I think they're still finding the cohesion within that, just like anybody brings in mid-season replacements. So but they're a team that's talented, with Dos Santos and with Keane up front. They've got 2 forwards who are very comfortable dropping into the hole, dropping into the little pockets in front of your defense, and that's something we got to be aware of.
You know better than anybody what it took to accomplish what you guys have over the last couple of years. Does it make you bristle at all when people try to discount that and say, well, the Galaxy got them in the playoffs?
It's, being consistent, I think, is a tribute, as I said the other day, it's a tribute to the ownership, it's a tribute to the club, and I think, when you're in it, people, you want more, and certainly we want more. We want the championship as much as anybody, and, but we've consistently put ourselves into a position to have a shot at it, and there's a lot of teams who are not in the playoffs, who miss out in the playoffs, or they're in for a couple of years, then they're out for a year or two. And so those teams only had periodic shots at it. And so I'm really proud of what the organization has accomplished in terms of being there year after year.
Is it frustrating when people say, oh, the Galaxy got them anyway?
People are going to say what they're going to say. I can't worry about that, because at the end of the day, if they don't think we want to win it, then they're sadly mistaken, because we want to win it, as I said, as badly as anybody. But I can't stop anybody from saying, what they want to say. Opinions, we all have them.
If you can narrow it down to one thing, what's the most important thing that the guys have to execute on the field to beat Galaxy on Wednesday?
We just got to stay disciplined tactically. If we stay disciplined tactically, stick to our game plan, I think we'll be okay.
The fact that you guys haven't gone past LA, do you use that as a talking point with the guys to help get them motivated for the match?
I think the guys know, what's at stake this match. They know it's win or go home, and I think they're prepared for that. It doesn't matter whether it's the Galaxy or any other team.
You touched a little bit on Keane. You've seen a lot of forwards come and go in this league. Where does Keane fit for you, and what makes him so tough?
He's definitely been one of the best foreign signings the league's made. He's been very consistent. As Oba has been for us as a foreign signing. But Robbie's the kind of player. He's always looking for a little edge, a little loophole. Whether that's niggling at you, whether that's talking to you, whether that's being aware and alert. And so he's the kind of player that you can't forget about, because he's constantly looking for that little edge. And I think that's what's made him a good player. Not just now, but and throughout his career.